on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Come On The Hoop Celtic. So I'm giving you a prediction of the Scottish League, who I think is going to be relegated, who I think is going to win the league, who's going to get into the European spots. It's just a prediction. It could be completely wrong by the end of May/June. I'm just going what I felt. So number 12, Ross County. A lot of pundits straight away are saying Ross County to be relegated. They haven't invested in any decent players. It's not like they don't really compete with the likes of Livingston, Aberdeen. I just think that they're going to go down. I just think that type of club, to come up, they stay for a season and they go back down. Deja vu, you know. They have haunted Celtic in the past and haunted Rangers in the past, but I just don't think they have the calibre to stay in. I just think it's going to be, they'll be lucky to even get even 30 points at this rate, you know. I really think it'd be struggling, Ross County, big time. Number 11, I have to go with Hamilton on this. I know people say, why Hamilton? I think Hamilton, they play well against the big teams, but when it comes to teams around their level, they always flop it. Look at you, they're playing on an artificial pitch. The Ackies, I just can't see them. I just can't see them being productive. They've been in the league for the last 6 years. They haven't progressed. They've never gotten to the European spots. You know, they're on the same level. You know, I just think that they're going to be in a decline this season, and they don't have many. They never fill a stadium. Most Scottish teams never fill a stadium anyway. But I just think the Yankees are going to be struggling. So let's see what happens. Number 10, St Johnstone. St Johnstone, Perth, McDermott Park, tough place to go. Always bad weather up there. I just think obviously their managers have to resign, and I just can't see them being top six. I just think they're gonna struggle against bigger sides of the likes of Hibs, Aberdeen, Motherwell, these and even Dundee United. I just think that they're gonna struggle. So I put them down for number 10. They were, even last season, they found it hard to get a win for a couple of games. Like, it took them, it was 8 games to get a win. So let's see how the boys from Perth get on. Number 9, this is a surprising one. A lot of people are gonna be like putting the eyebrows up with this, but I think Livingston. I think Livy are not going to be at the level that they were. I think Landon Dykes, if he goes, they're screwed. You know, he's the hit man. Doesn't score. He didn't get double figures last season, but he's the big man. He's like a John Harton, gets in there in the face, provides assists. Proved it against Rangers and Celtic last season that he's a good player, and he nearly got snatched up by Rangers as well. So let's see what happens with the Aussies. I'm not optimistic about it. I just think, like, don't get me wrong, they were very good last season against Celtic and Rangers. As I said, they're just good when it comes to like teams around them. As I just said with other teams, they're just not at that level. So I think they're going to drop a few places. So let's see what happens with the Macaroni Stadium. Number 8 has to be Dundee United. I have a heart for Dundee United. I don't know what it is. Have a heart for the Arabs. I think that with Shacklin being in the big one now, I know he currently played for Aberdeen. I just think they're going to do well. You know, Tannadice is back in top tier Scottish football. You know, it's a tough place to go. So the boys, I think the Dundonians are going to be decent. They're going to be the surprise package of the season, big time. You know, they're a good physical team. You know, Shacklin got over 20 plus goals last year, so he's a Scottish international as well. So I'm going to go with Kilmarnock, number 7. I just think Kilmarnock, I just think they're a headache. You know, since the days they had Steve Clark and then they moved on. Managerial changes, 2 managerial changes, Rugby Park. It's just, I'm not optimistic. I think the best thing that Kilmarnock have is Brophy. You know, Brophy's a good hitsman, but I just can't see them being strong, being impressive. You know, they play boring football, Killy do, you know, and it's just, it's rubbish to watch. No disrespect, but it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Aberdeen next. I think Aberdeen are going to be a tough side, but I just realistically, I don't think Pittodrie is the fortress that it once was. Sam Cosgrove is injured at the moment. They have Johnny Hayes back, which is a surplus. Scott McKenna is not the player as he was 2 or 3 seasons ago. So look at, they got to the Scottish Cup semi-final. Can't just, and it could be McGuinness's last season as well as Don's manager. So we'll see what goes on anyway. I'm not optimistic about Aberdeen. They used to be top team, like, you know, second place European football, winning a sneaky League Cup a few years back, but they're not the team as they were. Look, I know they have McGinn as well, but I just can't see them being Aberdeen as they were. So I just think they won't get into the European spots. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go with Motherwell next. I think Motherwell, I think they'll finish fifth place. Motherwell were very good last season. This is a season where Turnbull needs to come back and redeem himself. He's been injured, unfortunately. They have Tony Watt as well. They're a good side. They really are a good side. And they proved the last year against Celtic that they're tough to beat away. They really are. And I was very impressed with them. They've got to a couple of cup finals as well in the last 2 or 3 years. So Motherwell are a good show. I think third place, I'm gonna go with Hibs. I think Jack Ross. I think this is the job for him to redeem himself. He was quite good with St. Mary when he got them promoted. I think obviously it didn't work out at Sunderland, but to get Hibs to third place would be a massive, massive achievement. They're a good side, and they want to be the pride of Edinburgh. They want to prove that obviously with Hearts not being in the league, they want to be up there competing with the likes of Celtic and Rangers. They don't have the finances to compete with Celtic and Rangers, but they finished third place be a massive achievement for an Edinburgh club ahead of obviously Aberdeen. We a massive thing. So we'll see what happens anyway. Number two, I have to go with Rangers. I think Steven Gerrard, they're eager to stop 10 in a row. They'll do anything to stop 10 in a row, which is understandable for them. I think with the whole saga with Morelos being linked to leave the club, going to Lille and so, or West Brom, and there's interest from other clubs, I think that's going to massive, massive affect him. If he's gone by October when the window closed, I can't see them replacing. I really can't see them replacing with a decent striker. Jermaine Defoe's there. Yes, Jermaine had 13 goals to them and this, but I just honestly don't think they're going to stop Celtic. I think the only way they could stop Celtic if they win all the derbies. And I think they're going to be a good side this season. I think they play attractive football, but I really still don't think that they have the dressing room and the belief to win this title. I really don't. Some people might disagree with me, but I just don't think that they have it. I'm not saying it down to just being a Celtic fan. I just really think that they don't have it. And they proved the last season, like they beat Celtic in December, and I really thought to myself, I was like, you know what? Celtic are actually going to find it tough to win this league. Fair enough, 13 points, and then they were crowned champions. But I really, really think Rangers don't have it in the department to do it. There's no win. They don't really have much winners in the team, so we'll see what happens. Number one, obviously, Celtic, the boys, they're going for 10 in a row. Massive, massive, massive mission to get this. I can't see Celtic messing this up. I can't see Scott Brown and Neil Lennon messing this up. Scott Brown wants his 10 title more than as much as fans want it. Lenny needs it. This is a part of folklore. We've won 9 in a row, twice in our club history. We want to do it for the third time. Hit the record books. It's the thing about this is Celtic, if they want to win 10 in a row, they can't win everything. And I know that sounds mad because they have been winning everything in recent times. I think European football needs to take a step back. I know there's revenue in European football, but Celtic need to be consistent. From coming back after a European game and dropping points, it gives the morale to Rangers or any other team. And every team in Scotland will want to knock Celtic off the pitch, stop Celtic from doing 10 in a row. So I just think Celtic as a team, Conor McGregor, Scott Brown, Lee Griffiths, the Hitman Edwards with 27 goals last season, Christie, they have leaders on that pitch, Julian and Oyer. It's obviously going to be a big question mark with Barkas be the man that we all think he's going to be. Time will tell. But overall, I think Celtic will do it. I think Celtic will win it by plus 15 points. I really do. I just think it's down to these Glasgow derbies, and if Rangers still have Morelos and they're level on points by say October, November, we're in for a good title race. But it's a long season ahead, we'll see. So that's my prediction. Ross County to go down, Hamilton to be in the relegation playoff, and my surprise package will be Dundee United. I think they'll get 8th place. They're going to be a good team to play against, and the surprise package. And I think Aberdeen won't finish in the top 4. I don't know why. I just think I just in my stomach. I just feel that they're not going to do it. So let us know what you think. Give me your predictions. Disagree with me. Let me know. Comment below, and we'll get it all sorted. Hell, hell.